On the 27th of March 1977, two Boeing 747 jumbo jets collided on the runway in thick fog in Tenerife in the Canary Islands. Even up to today, it is the world's deadliest aviation disaster, killing 583 people. Why did this tragedy take place? Number 1. The KLM pilot taking off without proper air traffic control clearance. Number 2. The Pan Am crew unable to exit at the third intersection of the runway due to poor visibility due to the fog. They were still on the runway at the fourth intersection when the collision occurred. Number 3. Due to the thick fog, both planes which were on the same runway simultaneously were not visible to each other. Due to the fog, the two aircraft were not visible to the air traffic controller as well. To compound the problem, there was no ground radar in operation at the airport. This would have alerted each aircraft as to the presence of an intruder on the same runway. Number 4. There were two very important radio transmissions between air traffic control and the two planes, just seconds before the crash, which could have averted a major disaster. But sadly, these radio messages were inaudible due to mutual interference on the radio frequency. This happens when there are simultaneous radio transmissions from several parties. The first transmission was when air traffic control told the KLM aircraft, "Stand by for takeoff. I will call you." The second transmission was when the Pan Am aircraft stated, "And we're still taxiing down the runway." These two transmissions would have been enough for the KLM pilot to freeze in his tracks and abort his ill-fated takeoff mission. By this time, the KLM aircraft was speeding down the runway at 260 kilometers per hour. But sadly, the KLM pilot did not hear this last radio transmission due to mutual interference on the radio frequency. Seconds later, the KLM aircraft and the Pan Am aircraft collided with each other, killing 583 people.